Welcome back from the break. We will continue with our grade 12 lesson under the topic problem solving and creative thinking. So as stated, our concept map or the journey that we'll be taking for today's lesson, as stated, the problem solving techniques. We're going to start with the applications, then we go to the impact, just like that. Right, so problem solving techniques. Right, in grade 12, we've got 4 problem solving techniques: brainstorming, nominal group technique, force field analysis, and Delphi technique. However, for this lesson, we will only be focusing on these 2, the brainstorming and nominal group technique. Right, we're going to start with our application. For every for every problem solving technique, we've got an application and it has its impacts. So remember, the impacts, it refers to what? To the positives and the negatives. So before we can do the impacts, we need to start with the application and see how can the business apply this method from application, and then we can now start by looking at its impact, the impact it has on the business, the positives and the negatives. So how do then the business apply brainstorming as a problem-solving technique? Let's start. You say here, as a business, they state or define the business problem clearly. What is it that the business is facing? What is the problem? So you state or define the business problem clearly so that all the participants or the stakeholders, be it the investors, be it the employers, the employees, can understand the problem. So that is the first thing that the business needs to do, state it clearly. Members will state the possible causes of the business problems. What are the causes of the problem? Remember, in order for us to solve the problem, we need to define the problem, and in our definition, we need to state the possible causes of the problem. What really causes this problem? So who is stating the causes? It's the members. Then we set a time limit for each brainstorming session so that we don't find ourselves deviating or talking non-stop and not getting to the solution. Right, record or write ideas down. The ideas needs to be written down where all the participants can see it, or the ideas may also be shared online during an brainstorming session. As you know, we're going towards the 4th industrial revolution, so most of the things are done virtually. So even brainstorming session can also happen electronically, or it can happen online. Right, so this is our application of the brainstorming as a problem solving technique. So you can use each suggestion to inspire new thoughts or ideas. We continue with our application of brainstorming. There's so much more, but I'm not going to go through all of them, but just so that you know, do not judge or criticize or discuss the ideas, so that many ideas could be generated. So no one should judge. We do not judge. We do not criticize. Right. All members of the group will randomly make the suggestions. Remember, we do not judge or criticize. The group rates the ideas per its usefulness. So we are rating the ideas per its usefulness or success or difficulty or cost to implement, putting it into action. That is what implement means. The group will evaluate all the ideas and combine similar ones or draw up a refined ideas or refined list rather. Discuss a plan of action on how to implement the best ideas. Now we move on to the impact. Like I said, we start with the application and then we do the impacts. Right, the positives of that. Remember, where do we get the positives? From the application. That's where we can find the positives and also the negatives from doing all of that, from applying the problem solving technique. So people get ideas from others and they build on them. So it's good. So this person, A, comes with the idea, and then B is building on what A has said. So which is good. And then what does it do? It stimulates creative thinking in the workplace. So people are able to generate better solutions in the business. So that is stimulated by what? By brainstorming. So better solutions are developed, just like I just mentioned, through collective contributions. Combination of ideas or improvements can be chosen after all the ideas have been written down. Remember, those ideas are going to be written down. Employees are motivated. They are motivated, obviously going to be motivated, as they are allowed to contribute to problem solving. They feel included in the business, so that motivates them. Right, we do the disadvantages now. Right, the first one, some team members may dominate the discussion. They are the only ones who are talking because they've got so many ideas. So it can discourage others from contributing because this one person has been dominating, is the one that is taking forever or talking or taking the amount of time with the discussion. So the discussion may result in conflict due to differences in opinion. Remember, the minute there's more than one person in a group, there's going to be a clash of personalities, and that leads to what? To conflict due to differences in opinion. So there's a clash here. There can be a clash of personalities because we're not the same as people. Right, fear of criticism may prevent full participation. Fear of criticism, remember, everyone is allowed to say out their views or their opinions. So some people may withhold their opinions or their views. Why? Out of fear of being criticized by others. And that does what? It hampers on full participation during the session. It may lead to groupthink, or some individuals may not give their opinions. Brainstorming is time-consuming, as all the stakeholders or employees may generate too many ideas, which can delay the decision making. So it is time-consuming, which is a negative thing. So we have covered brainstorming. We're going to go to the second one, which is what? Which is the nominal group technique, the second one. Remember, I said we've got 4, but for today's session, we're focusing only on 2. How do we then apply nominal group technique? Right. It encourages groups to clearly define the problem so that all small groups can work on the same problem. Remember, here we are being put into groups, and then we have to come and present our findings. So everybody is given a chance to come to the front and present their own findings. So it encourages the groups to clearly define the problem so that all small groups can work on the same problem. The business must divide employees into smaller groups. That's what I just said now. Then we're going to request each employee to do what? To silently brainstorm or generate many ideas on his or her own on how the quality of the product can be improved. And then what they need to do, they need to write down those ideas. So each employee is going to do that on their own. Each employee in the small group has the opportunity to give one of his or her ideas or solutions with a short explanation. So everybody is given a chance to come and present their findings or their solutions to the entire audience. Right, and then we continue with the application. Appoint one employee to write the ideas or solutions on a large sheet of paper or capture the solutions electronically for everybody to see. Like I said, now things are improving. We are doing things electronically, virtually, so we can appoint somebody to do that electronically for us. Allow each employee to give a second solution until all possible solutions have been recorded. So what can we say here? People are included here. We are allowing more people to participate in this kind of technique. Right. Encourage employees to ask clarity-seeking questions. Again, employees are allowed to now voice out their opinions. We're discouraging criticism of ideas or solutions, as this may prevent others from giving their solutions, which is good. The business must eliminate ideas that are similar. If they are similar, then we are eliminating them. We're not going to take those ideas. Right, since we've done the application, we're moving to what? We're moving to the impacts. Remember I said we have the applications, and therefore afterwards we've got the impacts, and the impacts is what? It's the positives and the negatives. Don't forget that. Right, with the positives, it provides time to think about the question in silence before responding. So you have to think it through first before you're giving out your answer or before you're giving out your response. Voting on the idea is anonymous and may be more reliable or honest because it's anonymous. And then strong technique, it is a strong technique. It is a strong technique for preventing conformity to group pressure. So it helps you not to do what others are doing. That's what basically conformity means, not doing what other people are doing or saying. Each team member or director has a chance to participate. Remember I said that when we're applying in the application to say at least everybody's given a chance to be part of this. So each team member or director has a chance to participate without interference from the other team members. So everybody's giving an equal chance to participate, which is a good thing. Right, and then now we're going to do our negatives. Right, with the negatives, small groups limit participation and are pre-selected because in small groups, we are being put into small groups. Right, it is time consuming as each member must make a presentation. Remember, we did say that in our application that each member will have to do something, will have to present. So it is time consuming as everybody has to do. And in business, time is money. Right, suggestions may not be as creative as when a group throws ideas around, like in brainstorming. But here, you're not as creative as when groups throw ideas around. Good ideas can be voted out because its potential cannot be developed further. So they can be eliminated. If it's a repetition, it's something that has been said before, and then it is eliminated. All right. It minimizes discussion and thus does not allow full development of ideas. Discussions are minimized. Right. So I hope you understood. I hope you remember everything that we've covered. Like I said, we did the problem-solving techniques. We did brainstorming, and we did nominal group technique, and we said the applications and the impact. So now we're going to go on a quick break, and then when we come back, we continue with our journey. See you just now.